Alright, we'll do a quick audio check. Alright. Alright, and we are live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And welcome back. Today I am starting with a new layout, a new design of the room, new camera angles, new software. So please bear with me if anything looks a little bit different today. It is all about experimenting, so if you are watching this in the replay, please leave a comment below what you think of the way I've done the layout, and I can always make changes in the future. Now, today's plans, what am I doing today? A couple of games in the morning, so we're going to start off a stream for a couple of hours, just doing some rapid games, and then I've got some work to do during the day. We'll be working on editing some new videos, so they should be coming out soon, and then in the afternoon, more streaming. So we're going to start off the day with some games, and then we're going to finish the day with some puzzles. So let's get into a game right now. Let me just connect my board. And we'll start with our 15 plus 10. Oops, it's not connected. I haven't started a game yet, that's why I can't move. Good morning, Rayan. How are you today? I am experimenting around with the chat, so a little bit of a delay. Speaking of delay, I can't find an opponent. I did set it to be no more than 25 rating points less than my rating, but up to 400 above. So sometimes it might take a little bit longer to find, but a bit concerning that I have to wait. So we'll see. That's good to hear. I don't think anyone wants to play me who's higher rated. I think they they like to play higher rated people. But if we don't get a game soon, we might have to warm up with some puzzles. But I'm hoping we get a game in a moment, but if we don't... Very good, congratulations, Rayan, congratulations. Which one did you get? Did you get the plastic or the wood? Plastic or wooden pieces? I will be doing a stream with the Chessnut move later today when I do my puzzles. Although, maybe I might have to switch to puzzles now. Plastic is good. I mean, they're both good. Plastic saves you a bit of money, and the black pieces almost look the same. It's the white pieces that look a bit different, but I think some people prefer the plastic ones anyway, just because the base is connected the same color. What is going on? Why can't I get a game? Let's go back and let's try again. August. Very good, very good. That must be exciting. Have you, okay, here we go. So let me just connect my board. So, a little bit of a problem with my opening here. I didn't want him to be able to push this pawn. By getting these attackers on here, he could have pushed. I take, he takes, and then I couldn't take back because the knight was defending. So now if I go up here, it stops him from pushing. He'll take, I'll take. But if he pushed, I take, he takes. So yeah. Feels weird that that's the same. What model is this board here? This is the Chessnut Pro. This is the first board that I got from Chessnut. It is also one of my favorite boards. That and the move. So. I wonder if he's going to castle queenside. I feel like that bishop move... Okay, so he takes. Hello public, good morning, welcome. Alright, so he's going to castle kingside. I am also going to castle kingside. What am I doing for time? I'm doing fine for time. It's early in the game. Yeah, I want to castle kingside. I think kingside is the way to go. Now, I did say somebody follow. Have to do unrated, just woke up. Real technology. Yeah, guys, my chat's a little bit delayed. I think I might have missed the follows straight away when I started, but I think they're coming through now. Thank you for the likes. And public, thank you for the follow. All right, so my follow alerts are working now. All right, let's get back into the game. The reason for that move is I'm not liking the knight coming in here now. I kind of expect the knight to come here at some stage. He wants to go up there, that's fine. Yeah, Jonty, I'm a bit mixed up on that one. Okay. So I don't really have a plan at the moment. I don't know who that is. James? Yeah, I don't know who James is. Uh, Thank you, Crazy. Yeah, the setup, brand new today. I experimented around with it a little bit yesterday, but hanging pawn. He didn't go for it. John T, by the way, this is for you. This is for you. You mentioned that my chess.com rapid is, what is it? 1738. And my blitz is 1400, but I don't play blitz. John T, you said, no more Collie Zukatot. So here you go. Here you go. Yeah, I made a mistake here. He missed the free pawn. And let's say he didn't do this and my queen was here and he takes the pawn instead. I don't oh, okay, maybe it wasn't a free pawn. Maybe I could have gone here. And if he takes here, then I could have gone here. But it's not worth putting my energy into now. I can check it after the game. 100% user, 100%, 100%. Let me, oh. Let's just highlight that message. That's a good message. Now, plans for me to get the knight here at some stage, but again, I realize that it's hanging if I do. So maybe bishop here first. Now they can't take here because then I could go there. And then when they go there, that piece would be hanging. So that's okay. They take, let's see if I could take, they take, I don't see anything good there. That's a bit worse this time too because they could always take here. Okay. The reason I did that one is I actually want to activate my bishop. Now, if he takes here, then I've always got that first, and then if he takes back, then I take that. But yeah, I want to get my rook out. Dominic, good morning. Never really played the London system, so I'd have to sort of, I know it's pretty basic, but I'd have to go over a little bit of a refresh of what to do. Okay, so king here. Feels weird. That feels weird. There's something about that move which feels a bit off. Dusty, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And Jax, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I'm going to get rid of that bishop. And the idea is, if he goes back here, I've got this move here, hitting the queen, hitting this pawn, hitting this pawn. And depending on what happens, we do something. This is the King's Indian attack, yes. It's an opening that I've experimented with a little bit, but I never really understood the plans. I just understood the setup a little bit. But without understanding the plans and really studying the game, it's still does alright for me. I find it a good weapon if you don't want to play against Sicilian or any sort of different openings apart from e4, e5. Which app am I playing on? I'm playing on chess.com. I'm using an app called Chess Connect to connect my board to the computer. Okay. Now it's interesting, I did that to control the file, but I wonder if this move here, John, thank you for the follow, welcome. If this move here, the pawn is defending it, I have to kick it back. He takes, I take, and then he takes, I've made a mistake. This pawn here, well, not really, not really. If he goes here, I go back. And then rook takes. Yeah, okay, so he goes here. Could always, 7 minutes, okay. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Okay, so it didn't work. So the idea was, if he takes, I take, and then he takes here. Oh no, the idea didn't matter. Okay. Let's solve that problem now. Yeah, I don't know the Catalan at all. The English, I know only a few moves. But yeah, it is cool. Okay. Now everything inside me is saying take with the pawn on the c file, but I actually want to take with the e file pawn. I mean, I could take with the rook as well. We'll see if that was wrong after the game. Ernesto, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay. And Vasey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So the reason why I took with this pawn is my bishop was feeling a little bit uncomfortable, and if I can get into here, then I can get into here sometime. So now I want to see if I can provoke that. Nope, there it is. Okay. 4 minutes. I've got to speed it up now. Yeah, I figured pushing the pawn probably would have been a better move there rather than moving the knight. That was my bad. Okay, that might be a mistake. Because now his knight is under attack, so he's got to move his knight. Hugo, which move are you referring to? I'll explain it shortly. Oh, you know what? Oh, no. I was thinking that could have been better, but the bishop is defended twice. Now, I think his best move is actually here. Take. Queen goes here. I'm up a pawn. But this one is... they're not doing great. Okay, so he goes here. So now I can take... that. Three minutes, so I need to play a lot quicker. Is this like a budget smart board? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean you have to move the pieces with your hand? I love it. I love it. I gotta highlight that one. Gotta highlight that one. You can see the other one behind me over there. That's the one that moves on its own. I'm using this one this morning because I like the classical chessboard feel about it, and then I'm going to use that one in my next stream later in the day. Is this a budget board? What do you mean? What do you mean? If you want a budget board, this one here is your budget board. All right, what's he doing? What's he doing? Somebody asked, what's my ELO? 1700. I think this one, I don't think it's more expensive than the moving pieces. I think it's around the same price. But I mix it up between this board and the other board. So the other board behind me, I'll be using later today. Yeah, I made a mistake. I knew I made a mistake. That's all right. We can fix this. We can rebuild. So the mistake I made was I was planning to push the pawn here, completely forgetting that I was defending it. And if he took it, then he would be in a fork. But then I realized it was defended. But the problem is, if I take the pawn, I open the file, the bishop could have come in, and then my knight would have been hanging. So first I've got to get my knight out of the way. I was looking at tactical ideas there, but I didn't see it. Johnny, hello, welcome. Two minutes, 25 seconds. So I gotta be mindful of my time. So I may, I use a program called Chessnut, but it needs to connect to a smart board. So I am playing a little bit quicker here because I am low on time. Looks winning, feels winning. BWK, good morning, welcome, welcome. I won on time. That's a interesting game. Hello, hello, Vorka. All right, we will analyze this in a moment. Let me just answer a question. So BWK, you mentioned that you had to put it at 0.75 speed to watch the video, which I found amusing because that overlay of the chessboard with the pieces moving, I actually had to edit that manually. So I had to watch it several times because he moved so quick. I thought that was a funny little comment that you gave there. Yeah, a lot going on in that game, and I'm glad you got some value out of it. Am I playing against myself? No, I'm playing on chess.com. Hello, Tiago, welcome. All right, let's analyze. All right, let's analyze. So I had to go here, otherwise, let's say I went here, he goes here, I go here, he goes here. I can't take it now because he's actually got this move here, and then he takes. So that just didn't look good. So instead, I beat him to the move. Now if he takes, I take. He doesn't have this move anymore, so he has to go here first. I take, and then he takes, and then I take, and I'm winning a piece. So the move order did make a little bit of a difference. I didn't want to do this, but he kind of forced me to do it. Now here I was actually wondering, could he have done something like that? Normally I usually get these sort of positions anyway, but it would have been nice. Now I put my pawn here to stop any funny business from his knight, but also to give my queen a square to get off a file and protect that pawn without having to go here. I think here would have been fine anyway. Now this is a move that I wasn't too fond of. I think this move could have been, something could have been better here, but on person. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. So this move could have been, I feel like there could have been something better here. Of course, if he ignores it, then he's in trouble, because then I go knight here and take the bishop, because he's got to move the queen, though he didn't have to, he could have dropped back. But by moving the rook, I had to be mindful of stuff like that. So anyway, I did it anyway. He goes back. And then I went back here because I kind of felt like maybe I wanted my knight to go somewhere around here, do something better. So 3 knight moves in a row. That's probably where I could have found some improvement this game. Take. So I figured taking and putting his knight in a on the side of the board away from the action was a good idea. And then the idea was, if he went back here, the knight would go up here, hitting the queen and hitting these pawns. Put him in a pin, found a way out. Now I go here. Now if I had gone here, he takes. If I take here, then he takes like that. That's not good. And if I take here, that just doesn't feel good either. It's better, but it's not great. So I push here, attacking, and I was actually expecting him to go here anyway. So take, oh, sorry. Move back here. Take. It's almost the same to what ended up in the game. So I wanted to get this pawn up here. So I don't think taking there, well, yeah, taking there has to be. The alternative is, and yeah, I just don't think that's as good for him. So now the reason I took here, and I had 3 different captures, here simply didn't look very good. Although it kind of limits the knight a little bit more and the bishop. But he doesn't have to do that. But here, something about it didn't seem right. Here, blocked in my bishop. So, yeah, that was a lot of editing. And it's a shame too, because the video is not doing that well. It's just not getting pushed out by YouTube to anyone. It happens. So here the bishop is kind of blocked. He can't go here because it's watched over. So he can only go back, and then even if he goes back, the center squares make it very difficult for him to go anywhere. So what's he doing? So I went with this to create a space for the bishop to come up. And what I wanted here was I wanted to find a way to force him to play this move forward. But he did it on his own. Well, I forced him here, and I was expecting him to go here. And then I was going to go here. And then he would go here. So this is what I was expecting. And now take with the pawn, and then something like that. But he didn't. He pushed the pawn instead, so he created this weakness here. Queen here, and my music stopped 1 second. Those tunes back on. There we go. So he goes here now, and I know I've got this trick of taking with the knight, he takes with the queen. So I just got to get my queen out of the way. So the point of this move here was to bring the bishop here after capturing. So he brought his knight here to defend the square, so it doesn't work right now, so I kick the knight away. He attacks, and I just simply move back 1 square to keep this attack going, and he's got to deal with that here. So I think here was his best move. Here was his best move. Take, push, take, and what have we got there? 4-7, 4-7. I think I'm only slightly better here, but he did this, and this is a mistake because his knight is hanging. I go back, and even if he comes here now, I still win a pawn. Okay, now here's where I might have started making a few mistakes as well. So here, I pushed this pawn, and I pushed it thinking that he takes, I take, he takes, ignoring this bishop. Son of Goats, thank you for the follow, welcome. And then I had this fork here, but then I realized that I had the bishop here as well. So this move was a little bit of a rushed move, because now if he takes, I am PRW, thank you for the follow, welcome, welcome. If I go here, my knight is defended by my queen, and he could always block attacking. I move somewhere, and then he takes my knight. So I realized that. Fortunately, I had this check. And now I do have the move here, but I thought this was better. And I could have also gone here. But then he would have gone here. But what I'm looking at here is trapping the bishop. But yeah, definitely the knight takes was better. And queen takes I feel is better. And now I just get a free pawn. And I think taking with the inside is good. I'm surprised that he ran out of time, to be honest. Surprised that he ran out of time. This game is still going. And I think a little rock, thank you. Thank you. Same here, same here. So yeah, it's winning. But let's have a look at the game review. '89 to '83. Okay, so I made a mistake somewhere in the middle of the game. I had one brilliant. I think the knight takes pawn was the brilliant move. So let's start the review. Yeah, I feel like the queen here is just a more logical move, but the blunder. Yeah, I did see this in the game. I did see it. So he takes, I take, and then, oh, I didn't see this part. Ooh. Oh, damn. Then you got to give up a knight. Why can't I take? Because of that. Yeah, no, that's I would have been heartbroken if I fell for that. Okay, that's good to know. And again, I think this is this rook move. Maybe I could have found something better. Yeah, it's saying it's inaccurate. What's the best move here? Yeah, okay. Open the file first. Make room for the bishop. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and I give up a pawn as well. So what happens if he goes here? I'm just down a pawn. And it's not uncommon for me to lose that pawn in games either. Yeah. Okay, so taking with the e-pawn was the correct move. They do move a lot, yes. All right. mistake. Why is that a mistake? Say push. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was a mistake. And that's my brilliant. What was better move here? Straight away. Okay. And then he goes here. And then back? No, I'm not going back. Going here. So yeah, it's only plus 3.5 here. So still a lot of way to go in this game. But yeah, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. So 2250 to 2100 game rating. I'm not sure if game rating really means anything or if it's just a little ego boost. But feels good anyway. All right, let's get into another game. Okay, 15 plus 10 rapid. Just get the board searching. All right, so we're black. Eduardo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'm now streaming in both vertical and landscape mode. So you can pick whichever one you want to watch. If you want to watch it on your phone and you want to watch it in the vertical mode, you can. Or if you want to watch it in the landscape mode, you can as well. All right. Okay, so this variation with the pawn push. So if I go there, he goes there, I go there. Takes, I take, he takes, I go back. Okay, cool. So I can push. Guys, let me know how the new layout looks as well. I'm very curious. Obviously, I want to make it the best possible layout for your enjoyment. I wonder if this move of pushing the pawn forward, allowing him to en passant, I wonder if that's a mistake or not. Or an inaccuracy. Because he can take, and then I take here, but I could also take here as well. Because my concern is this backwards pawn. Okay, so he goes there. So no more en passant. I always have trouble with the knight going in here. I always seem to neglect it until it's too late, and then the knight jumps in, hitting this pawn. The other knight going in here and hitting this pawn is another one that I have issues with. The pawn break problem. It's a problem I always have. One of the problems I always have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't played the King's Indian Defence in a long time, so all right. Do I take space from him, or I think I take the space. I think I take it. How am I doing for time? 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. Okay. Maybe I could have given that one a few more minutes of consideration. Yeah, because now my knight is really bad knight. bad knight. I'm gonna learn a bit from this game though. I'm sure. I'm sure. Guys, if you are new here and you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit follow, subscribe. Okay. Surely it's bringing my knight in. It's a long way for the rook to go. And that's a blunder. That's a blunder. Let's take a little sip. Hello, user 928573938478828. How are you today? welcome back. Uh, so, my mouse isn't working, that's all right. We'll just enjoy this moment for a little bit. And then we'll take. Now, I could have looked for a checkmate there, but that's just a free queen. That's just a free queen. So I'll take that, and we've got threats next. So let me, I didn't want to click my mouse and accidentally move something. So if he went here, this was going to be a blunder, because we've got here, 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 and then here. And he's actually blocked by his own pieces, so he can't get out. So that was a blunder. Here is obviously a blunder because I can take. And now my only question was, how was here? So here, oh, everyone wants the rematch today. What do we mean no sound? Are we not getting sound? Testing. Yeah, I'm which sound are you talking about? Are you talking about my voice, or are you talking about the PC? So here, I believe runs into checkmate as well with check, and then checkmate. And so obviously here will also do the same. So I think taking here, it's threatening checkmate, so he has to take, is his only shot. And then here, 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 here. And then I would just simply take, and I mean, this is winning. So, take it away, and then even just go over here. And how does he stop that? He doesn't stop it. So, I think this was a very good game. I hope Classics, I hope you can hear me. Please, guys, let me know if there's any issues with the sound. It's very hard to hear myself, but yeah, this just felt good. So this move here, I thought this was strange, but maybe it doesn't even matter. So let's have a look at the game review. I'm wondering if I should have done that exchange of bishops, or if that was a bit risky. But yeah, let's have a look. So again, 89%, 2 games in a row, I think. I think I was 89% on the last one as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I was 89%, 2 games in a row, 91.5 and and 72. Okay, very happy with that game actually. Let's have a look. Now this is a question. Is this a good move? It is not. It is not. And is it saying to go here next? No, it's saying to go over here. Okay, so I don't know this opening. I guess the knight wants to go there. But yeah, I don't know this opening enough. So I will look at that later. What was better here? Probably. Oh. yeah, I'd need to I would need to study up on this one, because this would be a hard opening, but that's a cool little idea. I did want to go here, but I was seeing like bad possibilities of the bishop coming in and taking over. But I also wanted to go here to defend the bishop if he tried to take. So, and pushing. What was better than pushing? Okay. Yeah, that was an interesting move. I don't know why he did that. Now, how do I turn the engine on? I want to see the engine. Where's the engine on here? Where's the engine? BWK, Maiden 2. Where is Maiden 2? Which move? I hope I didn't miss a Maiden 2. Now it's Maiden 3 here. But yeah, I think... Oh, maybe this is a move. This is the move to stop it. Yeah, okay. This could have been a disaster if I had gone here. Oh, not really a disaster. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a disaster. Still drawn, even though... thank you, Truman. Yeah, I on the weekend, I tried playing games, 10-minute games on the computer, and I lost 4 out of 5 of them. But there was just something about it that just didn't feel enjoyable anymore. But I much prefer playing over the board. So yeah, this was a cool game. The last bit, yeah, there was a, like, I'm happy with that attack. Let's have a look at the 2300 to 1500. I think 1500 for him is a bit of an insult. I think he, I think for the most part he played pretty decently, but I feel like he knew the opening moves, but he didn't know what to do. And then, yeah, I think maybe the game rating, just that last move of cracking under pressure with the queen. 12 minutes, and he's in trouble. 12 minutes to find that move there is plenty of time. Yeah, I don't get why they're so quick to I don't see why they're so quick to make their move. But yeah, guys, if you are enjoying, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm feeling like doing some puzzles now. Now, I don't know if my board is charged, but I'm going to switch over to the move and do some puzzles. So bear with me for a moment. What's that? Yay, puzzles. Let's go. Now, I don't know if the board is charged, but we'll find out. We'll find out. I will be putting all of my videos up on a separate YouTube channel. Not all of them, just the ones that are like an interesting game or something good happens. Mostly when I win, but sometimes when I lose as well. So I will be doing that soon. Actually, I'll be doing that today. I'll be starting that today. I've already got the second channel ready to go. So if anyone is interested, make sure to drop a comment somewhere and I will let you know. Let's do Puzzle Rush. We haven't done Puzzle Rush for a while. So that's a checkmate in one. So you know the drill. We just get through the easy ones nice and quick. Checkmate in one. Checkmate in two. And checkmate in one. And a checkmate in three. 1, 2, 3. And a checkmate in one. Yeah, because somebody told me that my board that I was using then was budget. So, time to get out the big boy. And get a few checkmates. Get a few checkmates. We'll get to level 20, and then I'll start doing the puzzles over the board and explaining what's going on. Now, what is it? Which one is it here? Okay, so let's take with the rook. Take with the rook. If they go here, you've actually got, well, you don't have a discover check because they can take. So you take with the rook, they go here, and then you take here, and then they take here. Or is it just take with the queen? Which one is it? They both look the same to me. We're struggling on level 10. How's it going with the woodpecker method? So I think I started just under a month ago. So I've got a few more days of it. But to answer your question, honestly, not well. I think I'm up to puzzle 600, and the intermediate puzzles are actually very challenging. It's very challenging. Okay, so if they go here, then we got here, we got the skewer. If they go here, we've actually got rook here, king comes across, and then queen comes down for a skewer. This is too advanced for level 10, I think. And then if they go here, you got here. Jeez, I don't know. Is it the rook or the queen? It's got to be the queen. That was too complicated for level 10. What is it with these puzzles? Boom. Boom. There we go. We're back. Level 14. 16. I need to go quick. Okay, so this is black to move. They take the pawn push, the king comes back up, the king takes, the king goes here, and then the king goes here. That seems fine. All right, check. Rook takes, no way, no way. It was queen takes. All right, oh, let's get back to the main screen. All right, Okay. I'm gonna have to connect the board because I'm not seeing this. Let's see how the board goes. Get this set up. How's that look on the TikTok vertical, guys? Does that look all right? All right, so this one here. There it is. There it is. That took me way too long. I was focusing on all this weird stuff, but it's literally just made in one. All right, all right. If they're easy, I'll solve them on the computer. If they're not easy, then I will wait for the board to set them up. Puzzles are hard today. I don't get this puzzle. Is this to go back through the moves? So it was here, and then take. Now if you go here, oh, and then the bishop goes here. You don't have to take with the bishop. You can take with the king, keeping the pin. Here I was thinking that you had to take with your own bishop, but you don't. I want to say that I'm still waking up, but that's clearly not the case. I've been awake for hours, and I just played 2 very good games. So I can't blame my terrible puzzles on being tired. All right. Okay, so Queen F1 check. King goes to G4. Push the pawn, check. King goes to okay. Check here, check here, and then check is what I've got, and I think that looks good. All right. This one's going to be white to move. Is it not just take the queen? I hate puzzles like that. I was checking that there was no like weird, wonderful tricks with any of the other pieces, but yeah. This is black to move. Just take the queen. Oh, sorry, this is white to move. White to move. Yeah, white to move. I was gonna say. I'm looking at everything from black's point of view because black's pieces are all okay. So black's pawn is going this way. Black's pieces are over here. Wait, what? No, I had it in the right orientation. It's just white to move, but everything's around the wrong way. Okay, so white to move. Black's pawns are coming down the board. Sorry, I had a moment there. Can I move the PC board to the right? Yes, I can. Like that? Is that a bit better? How does that look? All right, Eduardo, thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't think I called that out before. Okay, so this one is just queen takes, king takes, pawn push, because the pawn will get there just in time to check the king, and then should be able to block the pawn. Oh, the left file is a little bit cut off, is it? Okay. Is that for both of them? It's for both of them, okay. Oh, I see, because when I changed to the, when I changed to the puzzle mode, okay. So let me just fix that up. Is that now perfection? All right, this one is white to move. Okay. Knight takes, pawn takes, checkmate. Knight takes, queen takes is still checkmate, and knight takes, king there is still checkmate. Okay, this one's white to move as well. Is it white to move? It is white to move. I feel so bad when I can't get these ones like right away. It's just like something is going wrong. So let me just take a sip. So I don't have it. I don't have it, but I'm looking at bishop here. If rook takes, bad. I was looking at bishop here, rook takes. If knight takes, queen here. But bishop here, rook takes, queen takes. Oh, that's actually quite alright. So maybe queen f4 at the end. Queen f4 at the end. I'm still fixated on this move here. So bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes. If rook takes, and you're up a rook against a knight, bishop here, queen here, take, 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 take is equal. Bishop here, queen here. Yeah, no. So queen f4. So I looked at it straight away, threatening checkmate. But they could always drop one of these back. Maybe take. Wow, level 23 and I'm stumped. Bishop takes, rook takes, king takes, rook here, king here, queen here, king here, queen here, king back, queen up. Oh, it doesn't let you finish it. Jonty, that was really, really good. Really good. I feel like that puzzle was a bit more difficult for a 1400. All right, white to move. Okay, bishop to f7 check, rook, knight takes bishop and then queen to g6. Looks good. And bishop to f7, king takes knight, queen to g6 looks good. Okay, so bishop here, check. If knight takes, queen here protects the knight, knight covers that square, king is blocked. If king takes here, then we got here, and if king goes here, then we've got here as well. Alright, this one's black to move. Let me move my stuff out of the way. Alright, so this one's black to move. That just looks like a fork straight away. So queen to f1 check, king goes to d2, and then knight goes to f3. So check, king goes up, knight goes here. That just looks like a fork straight away. I'm not sure if there's anything better. There could be. Is a fork winning? Queen and a rook versus knight, bishop, and rook. Yeah, that seems winning. Cool. That just looks like checkmate in one. Checkmate in one. The rook has everything here. These pieces all block the king and the knight comes in. Checkmate. Okay. I don't see any immediate threat from white, so I'm looking at this fork here on the two pieces. Now I'm a bit disappointed in myself for not seeing that bishop move, which could have trapped the queen, but maybe that's a bit of a problem with the lower level puzzles. You don't expect any sort of major resistance. Robin, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. This is black to move. I want to say rook d1, rook d1, king to f2, and then rook takes rook is a free piece. Should be able to hold that. I don't see any better. And of course, if king g2, then queen takes knight. And now, I want to say rook h2. Rook h2, gotta worry about that pawn though. No, you don't. So my concern was after queen takes, the pawn promotes. But you don't have to take with the queen. You can take with the rook instead. Okay, just like the last game, I think we've got a threat of checkmate, and if the pawn comes up, then we've got a threat of checkmate. Yes. This is white to move. White to move. I feel like it's just queen takes bishop. Queen takes bishop, pawn takes knight, and then queen takes knight. Feels fine to me. Oh. Still feels fine. So I was expecting the queen to go and take I don't know. I was expecting something. Queen to take on a2. That's a trapped piece. Queen here. Sorry, bishop there, and then pawn here, and the queen is trapped. Yeah, that was a nice one. This is white to move. I just see a fork straight away. All right. So we are in check. think it's just take the bishop. So take the bishop, if pawn takes, get the check, and then go over here. If you take with the rook, they take, we go here, they go here, we go here, but then you lose the rook at the end of that. So I think it's king takes. And we actually had two hanging pieces at the end. We had the bishop and the knight. So it's a lonely world out there, bodyguard. It's a lonely world. All right. Thank you very much, bodyguard. Thank you. Welcome. Good to have you here. We did have more before. I swear. All right. So this one here. Oh, okay. Well, that's why I'm not getting. I'm looking at it from the wrong point of view. I was looking from here, here, and then here, but now I can see it's actually black to move. Let's spin the board around to get it from the right angle. And straight away I see check, take, and then rook takes, should be winning. Are we still at 2, bodyguard? You still here? And then are we just, oh, we just have to block. I was going to say there could be some sort of potential checkmate, but there wasn't. All right, this one's white to move. Okay, so that's kind of an undefended piece. So if we go here for check and the queen stays on the file, then we get the pin. But they can always push the pawn forward, but we still get a free piece. Now if we go here and they go backwards, we also get a free piece. So I'm just thinking it is knight here. Oh, I thought that made the incorrect sound then. But we're still good. It is 10:52. I've been going for a while. I will be doing another stream later today. In maybe about 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. I'll be doing a couple of hours tonight as well. So if you are around then, feel free to join me. But for now, White to move. This is going to be my last puzzle. White to move. Check. Goes there. That's just a free queen. I was focusing too much on rockets. I could get more if you want. I could get more. We could get out another board, and we'll put that. Where can we put that? Put that over here, just like that. Maybe. And then we can get another board, and we can put this somewhere. Get that in the background there. Do we want more boards? That's the question. There we go. We can get another board here. We'll put this one over here. Oh, dropping pieces. Do we want any more boards? That's the real question. Do we want more? Do we want more? I think we want more. Now we've got another one here. Please don't ask me to get more, because I will. So we got more. Do I have more? Do I have more? I think we'll put that over there. So yes. A lot of chessboards, and yes, they are all digital boards too. So what do we got here? We got this one here. This one here is the Chessnut Go. Little magnetic digital chess set. And then we've got the Air Plus. This one is like a little miniature sort of digital board. So it's got little lights in there that light up and you play on the board, all that kind of good stuff. We'll put that aside. Then we've got the one down here. Which is the moving chess set, which what do we got here? So we'll go we've got the moving chess set down here with all this goodness. There you go. Get a little view of that one. And while that one sets up, we got this one here. This is the Chessnut Evo. This one comes with like a tablet on the side of it. Of course, the squares light up as well. So this one's a really popular one. A lot of people like this one. This one's like the same size as the Air Plus that I showed you a moment ago. But this one's a real favorite for a lot of people. I've been meaning to get them out because I want to set up the back. This one here isn't a board, but it's actually a clock that will connect to the board. So you can actually play online with this and use it like a real chess clock. It's probably going to ask me to log in though. And yeah, but yeah, that's a cool one. I really like this one. And I'll put that over here. So we've got the move. Everybody loves the move. And then I'm not sure about DGT. And then we got my first one that I got. This is the Chessnut Pro. And this one's a favorite of mine. Doesn't have the moving pieces. But what it does have is the ability to get different pieces in there. So I've actually got, let me put it on this camera up here. I've actually got different pieces that can go onto the board. And then you can swap it with other pieces as well. And how this works is it actually has holes in that you can put holes in the bottom of your piece, and that hole you can then put an insert in there, so the board will actually recognize this knight when I play it on the board. Yeah, this is this one's the FIDE World Championship set, one of my favorite. And then we've got this one here is a Savano set. This is one of the first custom sets that I got, but it was a little bit too elegant for me to play with, so I never actually really installed it. But when I got this one, I really liked it. Like these are, you can see the size difference. And of course you can also upgrade it. I couldn't find the white one, it's in my pile of pieces, but this is another set that you can upgrade the Pro to. I mean, you can upgrade the Pro to any set that you want, but yeah, this one here is very cool as well. So yeah, that's my tour of my collection. This this clock, it only works with Chessnut boards, which is what all of these are. But this clock is really cool. It just came out only about a month ago. Most people don't have theirs yet. They've all ordered them and just waiting for them to arrive. I got mine. I was the first one to get it. So I was the first one to get it. I was in China and they gave it to me and said, have a look at it. And I had a look at it. I thought it was great. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to stream with it yet. As soon as I can find a way to stream. Yeah, Rokus, I've actually done a YouTube video on it. If you want to check that out, it's on my YouTube channel. It's called the Chessnut Companion. But yeah, I really want to stream with it. But the problem is, I've got everything sort of set up. I've got my main computer over there. I've got my laptop, which is communicating with the computer. I've got my board, which communicates with the laptop to the computer. And now trying to add in the clock as well. Might be a little bit difficult. So, until I can find a way to do that. Plus, I also like to be able to draw lines on the board, because a lot of people need the visual of the lines to help. Like I could say knight f3, g5, e4, and you know, it's that's all right. Make sure you hit follow. I think you already have. You have. I'll see you next time. And since Ruckus is going, I'm gonna go too. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I will be back later today. I'm gonna go edit some videos now. Can you talk to it and it will move? Yes, you can. I don't know if I've got that on the computer right now. But yeah, there are ways to talk to it and make it move. It's built into the apps. So you can say, you know, E2, E4, and it will move the pawn. I've disabled it on chess.com because it was annoying, but you can also do it through the app as well. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go edit some videos now. Got a lot of videos coming up, so make sure, actually, let's get all deep and meaningful. Have a great night, Workers. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, that's it from me this morning. I will be back later today with another stream. Probably going to do some gameplay again and some puzzles, sort of mix it up again. But yeah, right now it's off to edit some more videos. I do have a lot of videos coming up on YouTube, including some nice opening videos. And they're what I'll be editing today, so hopefully I'll be getting them out shortly, so make sure you hit subscribe. If you're on TikTok, hit follow, and I will see you next time.